Hello colleagues! This video will help you to learn how you can easily set up appointments to conference with your students by using a website called Acuity. So it seems as if remote teaching is in our future, and I know that poses a challenge for a lot of us because we get so much energy and inspiration from interacting with our students and building those relationships with them in person. And for me as an English professor, and I know for many of you, I spend a lot of time working with my students one-on-one with them with their writing, and you may be helping them with math problems or lab reports or other concepts. But I think it's important that we still carve out that time to offer them one-on-one assistance. And an easy way that I have found to facilitate that and to streamline the process of booking appointments with them is by using this website called Acuity. So this is what it looks like. It's acuityscheduling.com, and I'm going to go ahead and log in to my account. And this is what the dashboard looks like. Think of, anytime you see the word clients, just in your head, think of replacing that with students. So this is what the dashboard looks like, and everything about this this system is customizable. So I'm just going to show you a few things that you can customize, the things that I think are most important. And if you end up with questions after the video, please feel free to email me and I can try to help you further. But I'm going to start with this scheduling page link. And this is the link that you can send to your students so that they can access your schedule and book appointments with you. You have the option of changing the name of the link. So for example, if you wanted your URL to be, Professor Smith's hours, you could do that. But I haven't really played around with that, at least not yet. So the second thing that I wanted to show you is this category called availability. This is important. If you look at this Edit Default Limits box or tab, you can see that there's a lot of different options for customization. So for example, right here where it says do not allow clients to schedule fewer than, you can put in the number of hours. So for example, if you're someone who would be really stressed out if you woke up and overnight like 15 students decided to book appointments with you for the next day, you can set it so that they cannot book less than 24 hours in advance or 36 hours in advance or whatever you'd like. Or if that doesn't bother you, you can leave it at 5 hours. Again, it's all customizable. You can also choose this option to minimize gaps in your scheduling. So for example, if you have office hours from let's say 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock and you want to try to avoid a situation where you have a student booking an appointment at 1 but then you don't have another student until 2:45, then you can click on this tab and it'll try to arrange that for you. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to appointment types. Now this is what I have my appointments called. It's just called virtual office hour. I have them set in 15-minute increments. If you click edit here, you can see that again, this is all customizable. You can have your office hour appointments set to whatever you'd like. If you would like 20-minute appointments for your students or 30-minute appointments, I just chose 15. I feel like that worked well. This past semester, I started using this software after we went remote for COVID. Obviously, we're not charging for office hours, but you have the option of uploading an image, and I will show you what it looks like for students. So I'm going to click here on the preview button, and this is what the page looks like for students when they try to book an appointment with me. So I uploaded an image of our MC logo that I found on our website. I also created a recurring Zoom appointment for all of my virtual office hours so that the student gets notified that this is the link that they can click on for the office hour. This is a calendar. You can see, let's say, for example, on June 5th, I have all of these slots available. So the student will choose one, and then they'll click on the Continue tab. They'll enter in their name. I don't have their phone number required, but I do have their email to be required. And then I have a box where I'd like them to type out what they want to talk about. I feel like this is an important piece because unlike in a face-to-face environment where I feel like it can be more casual, you can have a student stop by to your office and just start chatting, and then maybe you start talking about classwork or assignments. In the remote environment, I feel like these interactions have to be much more focused. So by asking my students to type out what they'd like to discuss, they're putting more thought into the questions that they have for me, and by me being able to see them, I can also prepare better for our appointment. So that's just a suggestion that I have, and I'll show you what it looks like when you get the email confirmation. So Acuity will send an email confirmation to the student and also to you. So this is what it looks like. We see here appointment scheduled for Jennifer. Professor Rosado's virtual office hours, 1:15, 15 minutes. I do think it's important that students know how much time they have, because if you have back-to-back appointments, I just think it's good that they're aware, and that it's very clear that this is how much time they have, because you don't want to run into a situation where you get behind and then you get stressed out. Anyway, here's the link again to the Zoom where they can click on, and this student, she didn't have a particular question. She was coming in for a required conference that I have all my students do, so that's what she had put or entered into this box for what you would like to discuss. So I hope that's helpful. There are other things that I could go into, but I was trying to keep this video to 5 minutes. I've already failed with that. But if you have questions, please email me. If you've used other kinds of scheduling software that you've had great success with, please put that in the comments below so that we can learn from each other. I do know that through our Microsoft Outlook, we have access to Microsoft Bookings, and I started playing around with that, but I don't find it to be as intuitive as Acuity. But if you've used it and you have some good tips, please put that in the comments below again so we can just share with each other. And thank you so much for watching.